Automatically, where do I begin in this game? I honestly do not know where to begin in this game. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and be a little level-headed with this when automatically I say this today. I'm going to be level-headed with this. Bungie did not do Bungie didn't do a very great job with this game. And I'm starting to realize this now because the reaction time is completely off. If I squeeze the trigger first, my gunshot should be the first thing that goes off within this game. And apparently, if you do that, the reaction time is still off because I don't know how. I went against a person with a retold tail that also has a retold tail. I'm 100% sure I squeezed that trigger first because I'm dead up on him and he's turned around. It took him probably 0.5 seconds to turn around and actually see me. I squeezed that trigger first, and for some reason, it was his gun that goes off and kills me. So I'm trying to figure out how does that work, because if I squeeze my trigger and his gun goes off and kills me, but mine didn't shoot out one single slug round, something's wrong with the game. Now, I have noticed inside of a private match with me and my homie, Ortsy, me and him went into this private match with the Gimp Man and True Kings. And I started realizing some things because in the game, apparently a Titan, no matter if the Titan got hit in the head, he still gets his melee out. You could see a Titan get shot in the head, falling backwards, like he's about to hit the ground because he's dead. But apparently his melee still gets off and kills the person that kills him, which is something that's completely broken within the game. And apparently no one's out there to try to fucking fix it, which is really fucking sad to me because Bungie's not going through anything right now in order to fix this. Bungie's not doing a thing. The only thing that they're doing is increasing warlocks, increasing titans, and nerfing hunters. Like, I realized that in the very beginning because I've basically heard this over 1,000 times that, oh, Blade Barrage is getting nerfed, Blade Barrage is getting nerfed, and I didn't believe it in the beginning. But automatically, now that the facts are literally sitting there, it's been confirmed. Blade Barrage is getting nerfed. Is getting nerfed because one single blade out of that whole blade barrage could hit you and explode and kill you. That's how those blade barrages supposed to work. Apparently, it doesn't matter if you didn't get hit by a single one. An explosion is an explosion. You're gonna get killed. But from what I've seen the most, the biggest complaint out of blade barrage was the blades seek the enemies. And the way how I look at it, it's not that the blades seek the enemies. I don't think it is. Like, I actually seen this in a PvE where the blades did seek the Cabal out. And I'm just like, okay, then, well, maybe that's what they're talking about. And apparently what I've basically seen is that everybody's aim with the blade barrage is precise. Because they know that there's going to be two people in front of them and probably a person in the back. So what they do is throw one set in the front of them and one set into the back, which kills 3 people in one go because they're tossing 2 barrages set of blades. It's common. I mean, if you can't handle what you're getting dealt with, find something to beat it. I mean, look at Nova Warp. Nova Warp can completely teleport past a whole tether being shot on the ground. The anchors on cannot even anchor onto him because he just teleported right past a freaking tether. And he still gets a kill. I literally watched this in a competitive match once. And I literally asked myself, Bungie, why is this so broken? I don't care what the situation is. If he teleports, that anchor should still hit him and knock him straight out of his super. Now, I get that they changed the tether to when you hit them with the tether, it knocks them out of their super instantly. No, what they need to do is make tethers that hit, knock them out of their super, and anchors that knock them out of their super. The moment that anchor catch a whiff onto his tail, anchor should be, the moment that a person gets near, anchor should be instant. It shouldn't even have to take 2 seconds to launch an anchor. It shouldn't. And then an anchor is supposed to knock you out of your super instantly. It's not supposed to wait 100 minutes until you get that last golden gun shot out or that last pulse barrage or whatever. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to instantly take them out their shit. Instantly. And sad moments for Tether, which is why I stopped running Tether so much. And I started running Arc Staff. And I can't sit there and say that people are going to complain about Arc Staff because Arc Staff gets beaten. Arc Staff still gets beaten. I literally went against a freaking Fist of Havoc with an Arc Staff. And let me tell you this much. The Arc Staff literally got beat by a Fist of Havoc who had one slither of health left. We're swinging at each other rampantly, but I literally hit this man's, and literally he lived throughout the whole thing. I don't understand it completely. And in this broadcast here, I'm hoping that a lot of you guys can actually see this shit. Right now, I'm running Golden Gun, and yes, I know it seems like a regular smuggler move, but trust and believe me, this isn't a regular smuggler move. Watch this. Watch. Literally. I'm probably gonna get chased around the map a little bit, but who knows? I got a Titan on me. Oh, wait. Okay, that's another thing. Titans and Warlocks float too long. There's a come down time for every freaking character, including Hunters. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. We do have a sense of high jumps, but that's only if our mobility is set to high max, which is 10. If our mobility was that high, I guarantee you, we out jump almost every darn thing. That's another thing I want to complain about, is Telesto. I don't know why Bungie made Telesto a secondary. Everyone spams Telesto. Everybody that I basically played against has spammed the Telesto. And Telesto really should have stayed a heavy. It should have stayed a heavy. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see that? That's what I'm talking about. I missed the first shot, but the second shot, he was still standing. He was still standing on that second shot, which is fucking ridiculous, honestly. That shouldn't even been possible. The moment that he got hit, he was supposed to be dead instantly. It's a shotgun.
Keep the pressure on.
It's supposed to be completely. Now, that's another weapon. I don't have a problem with Trust, but Trust is broken. 3 hits, it's a 3-hitter. Complete damage in all, it's a 3-hitter. Automatically, it's not supposed to be that way. Do you not see this, Bungie? Do you not see this? I just literally hit him with a shotgun 2 times and not dead. It's a single shot, and I can change the bore to this and everything, and I guarantee you it would still not register the way it's supposed to. Okay, I was just shooting rampantly with an Ace of Spades then. And honestly, I feel like if a catalyst does get made for Ace of Spades, it needs to be... The Ace of Spades literally needs to have a stability. Like, literally, increase the stability on that mug, and I guarantee you, it'll be perfect. Because the recoil on the Ace of Spades is completely retarded. Yes, we all know that the Ace of Spades is basically Cade's gun, which means that, yeah, it's gonna have all that recoil to it. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, you gotta look at it this way, boss. I mean, nobody needs all that recoil within one gun. Like, if it does come with a catalyst someday, look at that. Look at that. Late damage. Late damage. It took 3 seconds to register. It shouldn't even take that long. It shouldn't take that long for any damage to register within this game. It literally should not. And apparently it's taking forever for a weapon to automatically register within the game. It shouldn't take no longer than that. See, even then it hesitated because he was still in the air, and then all of a sudden he died. Like, that shouldn't even have happened. Now watch, Arc Staff is in the game. Now look at that. Look at that. I was literally around the corner. You could not see him, and he still got the shot off. Now I don't know if it's my internet connection, because I'm pretty sure I've never had a glitching moment in this game. ever. Look at that. Homie got golden gun and he was still shooting. Like, come on, Bungie. Come on. All this ish is supposed to be instant. None of this shit is supposed to be like that. That's how that shit's supposed to go. Like, literally, that's how that's supposed to go. Like, the moment that I shot him in the back, and it's a retold tale. So, technically, the range on it is right there with Dust Rock Blues. Can you explain to me why the Titan did not take any damage? Bungie. 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 Can you please fix your game? Because this is not making any darn sense.
5 minutes. Could go your way. Could go theirs. Zone C lost.
Bungie, I'm literally looking at a person shoot somebody with a shotgun and he did not take any damage. Bungie, 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 where's my shotgun kill? I absolutely shot him in the freaking face with a freaking shotgun, and you could technically see the freaking aim in that. Why was he not dead, Bungie?
You have advantage.
Bungie, your game is broken. And I'm literally looking at this. Everyone is taking late damage. It's not a glitch thing, because I know that I'm not glitching. Otherwise, I would see my own character switching across the field, and maybe not. And maybe not, but still, Bungie. If I literally walk up on a man, shoot him with a shotgun, and melee him, he's supposed to be instantly. The kill reaction time is supposed to be instant. And apparently we got no kill reaction time instantly in this game. I'm telling you right now, Bungie, your game is broken, and I wish that you effing fix it.
3 minutes remaining.
I wish that you I really wish you would fix it. But apparently you're not fixing it because A, you don't want to deal with all the problems that you get. You don't want to go through the hassle of going through everything that you go through within the game. And I can understand that. It's a lot of hassle to go through when people literally like ask for more and more out of the game. No, we're not asking for so much as a smidget of shit out of the game. Like literally, we're just asking that, you know, you fix your game. We're asking that you get the kill reaction. You see that, Bungie? That's supposed to have been instant, Bungie. Like literal instant. That was supposed to have been literal instant. Like my man's kept moving for 3 seconds and then just passed out. Which is freaking amazing to me. And another thing, I'm glad that Colony is not an issue anymore. Colony deserves to be out there like it's supposed to be. Because back in the past, Bungie would not notice what the problem would be. You want to know why, Bungie? Because you don't want to notice it. Okay, now at that point you can see that he's glitching across the whole map. He's just glitched a little bit then, but that's not what I'm worried about. He can glitch a little bit if he wants to. That's fine as long as he's not glitching too much. I don't care.
One place. Only 1 minute left. Zone C lost.
This is the first match I've won out of a whole private since I don't know. Internet connection quality currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Of course.
Need more like you.
10 kills that did not register under 3 seconds. Like Bungie, I'm trying to figure out when are you guys gonna fix your game, because automatically it's becoming horrible. And I'm glad that I just played this competitive match before I have to go and everything, because for one, and I mean literally for one, this is ridiculous, Bungie. It really very much is. You guys need to go through and reinvent Crucible all over, from quick play, rumble, breakthrough. Well, you already reinvented breakthrough, so keep breakthrough the way that it is. Just go back through quick play, rumble, competitive, even private match. Just go back through there and literally take a look at your games. Take a look at this video, Bungie. Just take a ginormous look at this video. I'm hoping that you actually see this video. I'm very much hoping. And I'm going to go ahead and show you something. Look at the range on the retold tail. Look at it. I'm finna go to collections now. Now I'm finna go to, let me see here where we are. Where are we? Right here. Shotguns, yeah. Okay. Dust Rock Blues, retold tail. Dust Rock Blues, retold tail. Dust Rock Blues, retold tail. Can you guys explain to me what the difference in them is on stats wise? Oh, nothing? Exactly. But apparently Dust Rock Blues can outgun a retold tail. Dust Rock Blues only have 5 shots inside the magazine. Retold tail has 6. But apparently every game that we start up within a Crucible, we only get 2 bits of ammo. I feel like if we start a game with an energy weapon, it needs to be fully cocked and loaded, at least, or at least give it 4 ammo, bro. Because 2 ammo is not gonna cut it around here, because not many people are going to run with shotguns or energy weapons, so you won't be able to pick up ammo half of the time, which means that you have to adapt to what they're using in order for you to actually keep ammo inside your capacity. Yes, your primary weapon is supposed to be your primary go-to, which means that it's supposed to be the one that you use the most in order to kill a lot of people, but that's not the case, because my favorite primary weapon, as you can basically tell, is freaking Ace of Spades. That is my favorite primary weapon. And the reason why it's my favorite primary weapon, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why it's my favorite primary weapon. Because I especially was a huge fan and was very fonded of Cade. Honestly, I felt like when you guys brought back Ace of Spades, I remember when I posted a tweet saying bring back the Ace of Spades, and next thing you know, we're getting Forsaken with the Ace of Spades coming back. And honestly, I was happy about it. Honestly, I was super happy about it. This is like, my Ace of Spades probably came around like a 4, no, not even a 4. It came around a 500 and something. I was like light level 500 something, and I got it for like in the low teens of 500. And I increased it all the way to 600 with other hand cannons that basically didn't mean squat to me, because I don't like any other primary hand cannon that in the Malfeasance. Malfeasance is good, but I will only pull out Malfeasance if it's Gambit, because technically it's only made for Gambit, and which it's supposed to be. You go through a whole scenery in Gambit just to get the Malfeasance created. So yes, Malfeasance is perfect. It's just not perfect for PvP. It needs to stay right at Gambit. If it goes anywhere further than Gambit, then there's a problem. There's literally a problem. People are overusing it, or something, or whatever. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have gotten, how many Forsaken drops have I gotten so far? I've gotten 8 Forsaken exotic drops out of this game, which I'm surprised, because back when Destiny Core came out, and then Curse of Osiris and Warmind came out, I couldn't get squat diddly for anything to save my life. It took me 1,800 years to get the I-Kilo shotgun. It took me 1,800 years to get the I-Kilo sniper rifle. It took me 1,800 years to get the SMG. The SMG I got probably a week ago, like literally. A week ago, I got that I-Kilos SMG. and this is what I'm basically looking at. I'm basically I'm looking at it like this because it shouldn't take this long for any weapon to drop out of an event, especially if you run the event. Oh, let's see, how many times did I run that event? Honestly, do I even have it? Is the question. No, I don't have the. I have it on me. Hold on, let me see. Open world. Is it open world or is it activities? It might be activities. Yes, activities. Should figure. Let's see. Here we go. Activate escalation. I've done 30 escalation boss kills. Track the number of final bosses defeated in the escalation protocol. I've killed 30 of them, and I've seen people who gotten all 3 within 20 rounds or less. It's literally taken me and my friend. I've done 30. He's done like 20, 23, 24, and he got all of them. Like, he ran one with me, and it was like 23, and he got the sniper rifle. So he ran another one, and it was like 24, I think, and he didn't get it. Then when 25 came around, he got the SMG. Now the drop rate for it now is way more better than what it was back then, because the drop rate for any escalation protocol weapon was literally, and I mean literally, sad as ever. And then I want to go ahead and talk about the sleeper node thing. Okay, now I've basically seen this here, the data mine emblem, and it tracks the number of sleeper nodes accessed. Now, here's the funny part to that. It says that I only done 25 and I need to do 40. Now I'm trying to figure out what comes out of 40 once you do it, because automatically even I don't know. And I don't know. All I know is that there's 40 of them. I haven't done it. I could have sworn that I did, but I guess I didn't. Another thing that really concerns me throughout this whole Crucible thing, like, I've literally has played this game of quick plays and, you know, everything. Like this here, this is literally 1.19. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and explain this. And I'm going to explain it in the best way that I possibly can, Bungie. I was at probably a 2 point something, and then walk into a competitive and watch my ish go down to this. And the reason why is because you literally have people that are going around your game and asking people to pay them in order for them to get in-game content, such as on Luna's Howl. There are people all over the Bungie companion app, or should I say the Destiny companion app. That's what it's really called. The Destiny 2 companion app, basically going around saying, I do account recovs for Luna's Howl. DM me for more info. So when you DM them, they tell you that, okay, so what we're going to do is help you get Luna's Howl, but in exchange you have to pay us 25 or 30, or there are some people who will literally do 1,500. I've literally seen this, 1,500 for a Luna's Howl weapon, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. 1,500? Yo, I could literally put 1,500 on rent, and still would not, like, Bungie, that has to stop. Bungie, you need to address that. Anyone that make money off of your game basically is breaking an auto-buy law. So I don't know why I say auto-buy law, but I'm rambling a lot right now. But Bungie, that literally has to go though. There is nobody that's supposed to be making money off of this game but you. You're the only people that's supposed to be making money off of this game, and yet you have people going around making money off of your game, and what are you guys doing about it? You're really doing nothing about it, because apparently, I'm guessing y'all see bigger things coming up within the game, which is understandable. It's really understandable, honestly. It's just that I feel as if it doesn't need to be that way. Period. Like, honestly, it doesn't need to be that way. Period. It doesn't, because if you were to let these people continue to basically do if you were to basically let them continue to do that, it would literally go bad for every weapons, because you got the not forgotten. There are people doing account recalls for not forgotten. There are people who cannot sit there and literally do things on their own with random people or with their own clan, so they have to pay people who are out of their clan and who basically are good in competitive or in Destiny, period. Like, they literally pay these folks in order to get a weapon that they strongly feel like they'll never get, because they go against so many competitive people within Crucible. That's what competitive is about. It's about being aggressive. You have to, if you want it, you have to show it. If you show it, you'll get it. And that's what I really need Bungie to actually express to people within this game. No one in this game is perfect. I mean, look at Cade. Cade was never freaking perfect. We lost a good Guardian, the fun-loving best Guardian there was, and you know what? He wasn't perfect. He wasn't. I'm pretty sure Cade took some L's. Yeah, Cade took some L's. He took the biggest L of a lifetime. Honestly, even then, Cade didn't even take an L. I'm gonna take all that shit back. He didn't even take an L then. My man went in like a boss, went down like a boss. And you know what? If Cade can literally go through anything and seriously be that confident in himself, even at the brink of death, to just be like, how's your sister? Like, if I was staring down the barrel of a gun in Cade's position and he asked me any last words, I mean, I don't know what would I say at that moment. I mean, I would have probably asked, like, what's gotten into you? And I probably would have asked that question like a dumbass, but honestly, Cade went out like a boss. He went out like a boss. We should have avenged him like a boss. I mean, Lord knows, I don't even know if we pulled the trigger on Aldrin, because in the beginning when Aldrin shot Cade, you could hear the sound that the Ace of Spades gives off when it shoots inside any sort of game right now. You can hear the sound of the gun go off, and you can hear Cade body drop. So, in the ending of Destiny 2 Forsaken, you don't hear the Ace of Spades go off. All you hear is a boom, like a regular gun. The Ace of Spades, when we got the Ace of Spades, we had to go through a whole mission in order to get parts to repair the Ace of Spades. I'm looking at it like this. I don't think we killed Aldrin. The gun was probably jammed up or something, or jacked up to a point that we didn't kill him. So if we had to go through a whole mission just to get Cade's Ace of Spades fixed, then who shot Aldrin? If he was shot at that, who shot him? Petra was there, so yeah, we could definitely say Petra could have done it, but we all know how Petra guns sound. We have the weapon. It's the Vestian dynasty, like literally. We have the weapon. We know how that would have sounded. It would have been like a freaking pew, like a freaking laser bee going through the freaking building. Like literally. We know how Petra's gun would have sounded. We know how Cade's gun would have sounded. So the question would have been, who shot whom? Literally. I don't think Aldrin's dead. I just think they took him into captive. That's what I'm thinking. Like right now, they have him in captive, and in D3, somewhere down the line, it's going to explain that he's not dead. He's in captive or some shit. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they spared his life and told him get your life back on track and shit like that. But honestly, the way how I look at it, he was basically taken by a siren, Riven's siren at that. Literally Riven's siren. If you go back in history about what sirens did to pirates or whatever, sirens used song to lure people in. Aldrin was basically that. Aldrin was lured in by a song, but the siren used Marasov in order to get to him. And Marasov was singing a song, and it made him crater, and he was just hooked. And he was in, like, literally, that's how that whole thing was for him. And I literally think it literally wasn't his fault. It was literally the siren of Riven's fault. And I feel like Aldrin wouldn't have pulled no shit like this. Aldrin probably wouldn't have killed Cade if he wasn't under a dispel of it. But because it's crazy, but I feel as if Aldrin's not dead. Because the moment that he asked the question, the line between darkness and light is so thin. Do you know which side you're on? At that moment, I started to question everything that we've done within this game. And I wanted to go back and take a ginormous look of how did we become the Guardians that we are today. And honestly, I've gotten some input from people who basically looked into the lores and everything else. Apparently, we don't know what the heck we are, honestly. Because apparently, we were chosen. Last time that I checked, the Traveler was basically, who was it? The Awokens first? And I'm guessing we took the Traveler from the Awoken? Either it was the Awoken or the Fallen that had it first. I cannot remember how he explained it. But someone had the Traveler before we did. And apparently we took it. Apparently. I don't know, how do you take something as big as that from it? But then again, as they said, like, the Traveler had some sort of spaceship it could move around on. I'm just like, that's insane. Because if that was the case, then why would they blow something up knowing that if something like this were to happen, the Cabal's already on our tail. So Gaul comes through, the Traveler would have been able to, like, right out of there. And honestly, it just would have made more complete sense. Excuse the music in the background if you can hear it. They don't know that I'm broadcasting right now. It's basically a sad moment because I don't know if we killed Aldrin. I don't know how this game is going to outgun everything that's going to come out, because there's so many problems with this game within almost so much of it of competitive gameplay, quick play gameplay. Like there's a lot of problem within the game that really just speaks upon me, because like it I don't know how to explain this. There's so many problems with Destiny that I see all these other games coming out, including other games to other consoles, and Destiny just completely being forgotten about. And, well, actually, I don't see Destiny completely getting forgotten about, because as me and my homie Gimp went through, there's always going to be something to do on Destiny. Destiny's not going to go down without a fight. And honestly, that's what this game is basically about. When you're playing competitive, you either go in or go home. You go in with a fight or you go out like a bitch. Excuse my French, but that's how it is in competitive. And honestly, I want to say it makes zero sense out of all this for any of this stuff to be happening, like literally on all things to all around. But it's basically been that way for a very long time now. And I just feel like, you know, for me to walk into a competitive match and literally go through what I've been going through, I literally showed the facts to all this. I just showed the facts that you could walk into a competitive match I used a shotgun, and I literally shot 2 to 3 people down with a shotgun, and it took them 0.3 seconds to go down. Like 0.3 seconds to like just stop shooting at me and die. That shouldn't even be happening, honestly. It shouldn't take them 3 seconds to go down. If you're up close with the shotgun in real life, how quick do you think it'll take for a person to die by that slug round shot? You got to think about this, Bungie. Like literally, we're basing this off real events here. It's a shotgun, so if I'm taking an actual shotgun straight to the chest in real life, I'm dead automatic. There's no coming back. My whole chest is caved in from the heart and up. My lungs are no more. There are no more lungs within me, which means that I'm dead. There's no way I would live automatically. There's no way I would possibly live past an actual shotgun shot to the chest. Now, in this game, it takes 0.3 seconds for someone to actually just hit the ground. Like you shoot them, they're still standing there and shooting you, and then all of a sudden, within 0.3 seconds, then it registers. Everything's supposed to register instantly on here. The reaction time to this game is completely off, because I love how the Nintendo Switch works on the 1 and 2s, because the Nintendo Switch actually goes off of actual reaction time. There's a game that actually gives you a reaction time result of how fast did someone pick up the controller, or how quick they were to pull up their controller and squeeze the trigger. Like that's how that goes. And then there's another one where you have to like catch the blade, or the one where you just hit them, and like it's like Nintendo Switch really outdoes it in the reaction times. In all of it, that's where Nintendo is beating everybody at, because it actually takes place in an actual reaction time game setting. If you put Nintendo Switch with an actual game time registering, Nintendo Switch will win all the way, because you can play Destiny all you want to, and every game that you go into, you can squeeze the trigger first all you want to. There's a person who has their back turned the whole way. Within 0.5 seconds, if that person turns around and you've already squeezed the trigger at him, and before he can squeeze his trigger, but he still gets the shot off and kills you, the reaction time is off. If I pull the trigger and his gun goes off, either they're cheating or your reaction time is completely off. It's one or the other. I don't know which one it is. I honestly can't say which one it is. I honestly can't sit here and be like, oh, well, it'll be such and such, this, that, and everything else. No. It's the game, Bungie. It's the game. You're not looking in depth into it. Yes, we got a whole bunch of complaints about Breakthrough and everything else, and I understand that. And I'm glad that you guys went back through Breakthrough. Breakthrough is kind of fun to play now. It's just that now you're dealing with a lot of things that shouldn't even, I don't know, happen in a lot of games. But it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, I'm dealing with more gravitons and vigilance now. And honestly, I think we had this problem back in Warmind before Forsaken was even announced. At that point, we had this problem with gravitons and vigilance wings for the longest, because everybody was basically chasing down everything for the catalysts for the weapons. Now vigilance, Jade, graviton, sunshine. There's one more that sits up there too. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but Mida tool, the multi tool at that, not the mini tool, but the multi tool. Out of those 5 weapons, they all have catalysts. The only one that basically people didn't understand why did you give it was outlaw for the Mida tool. And honestly, I kind of understand why people is going around complaining about that, because that's not a catalyst that someone would grind for. Like, I wanted to grind for the Mida multi-tools catalyst for the longest, until someone came up to me and was like, yo, you do realize what the catalyst is, right? And I was like, no, what's the catalyst? The catalyst is basically outlaw, and the gun's already fast at reloading, so why give it something that's just going to make it the same speed? I sat there and I thought to myself, yeah, that is kind of retarded. Why make a catalyst for a fast loading weapon that's already fast loading? That's ridiculous. That's redunculous, honestly. And literally it just seems so stupid. So I stopped grinding for that catalyst and grind for Vigilant Swing. And I'm not going to lie, Vigilant Swing is a very, very beautiful weapon to have. I've used it in plenty quick play matches, and it's worked magnificently with me. Graviton is still a good weapon. I just don't prefer it because, well, Graviton is literally supposed to be a PvE weapon. I don't even see why they made it for PvP, but I'm glad that it is, because if I'm out of options, I'll pull it out. I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm out of options, I'll pull out a Graviton, but I don't have Graviton anymore. Almost everything that was basically at 385 and went back down to 380, I deleted. I've deleted every last one of them. Well, not every last one of them. I still have some that sit inside my vault. Like, I'm almost at 400 items within my vault. So, more or less. But, throughout the whole game base of Destiny, like, I get, if you go into a competitive match by yourself, then you're basically screwing yourself from the start, because literally you're not supposed to go inside a competitive match unless you have a team to communicate with and some good heavy hitters at that. I go inside by myself because of one reason and one reason only. This is why. I literally have only 1 and 2, and these two literally play with each other a lot of times. And literally, I barely do anything with them. They're usually together on their own. And then this is the rest. DJ's one of the founding fathers of the clan. Black is one of the founding father of the clan. Juke is the founding father, period, of the clan. And Salt is also a founding father of the clan. And Tex is a founding father of the clan. And anyone else of this clan is basically Orbsy here. Yeah, Orbsy, he's been on more than I want to say more than this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this. Wait, no, he's been on. Dino's been on. This one, this one. Well, actually, I've seen Athena and Artemis and Al Capone. So it's basically been like this for a past couple of weeks now, where everyone hasn't been getting on. DJ has a reason why he couldn't get on, because his PlayStation jacked up. So I can basically understand that. I can understand DJ's situation. Black has some at-home situations going on, so I can understand that. Juke just literally stopped playing because something better came out, I'm guessing. And this is what I'm looking at. When Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I don't know how many people in this game are really into Kingdom Hearts 3, but what's really going to happen to this game when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out? Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Anthem, and I feel like Anthem's literally going to take over at that point, because Anthem is basically what everyone's been going around saying what Destiny should have been. And honestly, I can't agree with that, because if Destiny was basically, say for instance, where our characters could literally just fly around, go on the water, come up, kill a bunch of enemies, stuff like that. If Destiny was something like that, it'd be broken all over. And the reason why I say it'd be broken all over is because, think about it, you have characters that can fly literally through an area. Like, it literally reminds me of a PC game that you could literally, what is it, DC Online or some shit like that? Like, you could literally catch characters just flying around as powerful as heck throughout the whole game, and you're like the lowest level person there is. And literally, I feel like Anthem had Paragon into it. Has Paragon into it. But with the weapons and everything else like that, I mean, like, it's gonna be fun, I know that much. And
Flash.
I can't wait to see what Anthem holds for everyone. I can't wait to see a lot of things. Now, see, this is another thing. Bygones needs to be nerfed. I'm sorry, but it does.
Just defeat your opponent.
Bygones need to be nerfed because of one reason and one reason only. It's a weapon that literally should not do so much around the range. It should be the same as a freaking as a freaking gambit weapon. Literally. Like honestly, if I literally now you see that? Now you see that the botheration MK 28. I'm 28. I don't know why I said 28. But that there shouldn't have even done that. Look at that. Look at that, Bungie. Bungie, I literally killed the Bungie. Your reaction times are off. I shot him and he took 0 freaking damage. Bungie, can we talk about this? Bungie, I was literally Bungie, just how? As you can tell, this game is broken. Bungie, if I have to shoot somebody again and they don't die, Bungie, can you please tell me something? Like, what is really going on? Because Bungie, I just literally hit him with 2 grenades from a grenade launcher, and he's alive. There's no way. Bungie, what the fuck? Bungie, your game is hacked.
You're in the lead.
Botheration MK is not supposed to do that much. Like, I'm literally at the door in the middle and he's literally around the corner and he shoots and gets that off. No. Botheration MK, I've had it and I've used it. No way in hell. Bungie, I'm literally tapping this trigger here. I don't understand why it's not going off. The moment that he pumps that shotgun, that should be instant, bro. Instant. Look at that. He's glitching. He's glitching. Either that or he just waited, like, right then and there. Bungie, he literally got his super again. Either that or it never ended. Bungie. Oh my God. Whoa! Sorry guys. Fucking kidding me. Oh my God. I think we've all been through this before. And I don't understand. Dude, what the fuck? Move! Excuse my French, you guys. It's hecka crazy in this game. I'm telling you right now, it is. Bungie, how come shotguns has range as pulse rifles and auto rifles now? Because that's not supposed to be happening, period. Fix your game. I don't care what weapon they're using. It's the fact of they're not supposed to be... Bungie, do you not see this? Like, I could possibly reset my internet connection and still go through the same problem.
Left.
Bungie, did you not see that? He literally caught all that and did not die. He literally had a slither of health. I think Retold Tail needs to have like elemental damage when you hit someone with it. This is why Blade Barrage is used a lot, because if something like that were to happen, Blade Barrage would have came in and wiped out that whole squad. This is mainly what I'm talking about, Bungie. Like, we go against people who literally does ish like this. You see that? Do you see that? Like, literal. This is AIDS, literally. Like, Bungie, if you. As you can see, Bungie, he just took a whole shotgun to the face. I get it. I get it. Only Chaperone is supposed to do good precision damage.
Seconds remaining.
What? See, Bungie, fix your game. That wasn't even supposed to happen. Bungie, fix your game. Please look over your game and fix every problem there is.
Don't be discouraged.
Because I honestly can't keep going through this. Like, you will never, no one will ever get Luna's Howl on their own. I've seen Bros_1 get Luna's Howl on his own. And apparently, yes, he is a good Crucible player. And yes, he does have people that go in with him. But he did it all by himself. All by himself. He didn't have nobody's help. He just did it all by himself. Which is very not iconic for me, honestly. Because I literally tried to do the challenge with him by getting it on my own, no help whatsoever. And I can't do it. It's impossible to be done. And the reason why I say it's impossible to be done is because it literally is impossible to be done. It literally is. I've tried everything. And honestly, nothing seems to be working for me. I could put on stompies all day long and nothing would still work for me because that's just how this game is. There's nothing that can be done about this game. I could do whatever the freak it takes and nothing. Just nothing. There's nothing to be done about it. Honestly, there isn't. I could literally put a recovery mod on this. I mean, but it has resilience too. Hold on. I think I got it. If I were to put resilience on here, I could use the mobility mod, get its mobility back, and have resilience at the same time, which would be a perfectly good thing to do. It'll keep the mobility high and it'll keep its resilience at a low mid too. Honestly, I wouldn't mind recovery. Honestly, I got a 4 recovery. Hold on, let me see how this would go. Okay, so hold on, I'm using the wrong weapon. Because usually I'm using either a bow or scout rifle or pulse rifle, something like that. I'm usually using the pulse rifle because, well, pulse rifles are pretty good.
Hey, failsafe, you're all cozy in your data core. Any advice on an energy shield?
Hell?
I believe the nearby Vex construct.
Yeah, I think my internet's just glitching out because after I just seen that, yeah, it's got to be me. It can't be the other characters now. It just can't be. I love my Ace of Spades, and I wouldn't trade my Ace of Spades for anything, Bungie. Bungie, I just really need you to fix competitive at some sort of point, because some things aren't adding up in competitive. And you see this, Bungie, this is something that needs to stop too. When someone goes into like a game, find them someone that's not halfway through with it already. Like, can we make that a thing as well? Because that's just retarded for everyone to go through here and then everyone die, but you just joined, so you didn't actually get to help them out throughout that area. See, they're just running through. No one trying to kill shit or anything. They're just running through. And then they expect somebody to pop a fire team medallion or something for them to actually get good stuff, but they're running through the game. In order for them, that's another thing you need to do, Bungie. Make this to a point where a lot of people like if you're not progressing through the game as the game is supposed to be played, like when you encounter enemies, you're supposed to kill them, not leave them behind. Make it based off enemy kills, because honestly, if they're not out killing, if they're not out there if they're not out there killing the enemies, then the percentage for them to get something good to drop should be low. If they're out here killing enemies, then the percentage for that should be high. Like say for instance, it really depends on your rate of how many enemies you killed. Dead.
You know, Cade got stuck stealing from the Vex. Why didn't that happen to the Red Legion?
Calculating Red Legion similarity to the Cade 6.0001%. Plus, Cade's dumb.
You are both depressing and unhelpful. I think they want their drill back.
Now I love Well of Radiance because it gives Ace of Spades like infinite freaking memento mori, which is very, I want to say not weird. It's pretty freaking awesome to me. Like I have memento mori on top of memento mori. That's lasting damaging effect.
I think it's lined up, right? As you see, Bungie, we always have that one person that jumps ahead of everybody. That needs to be stopped as well. What needs to happen is that in order for you to progress, you have to stick with your team. If you're not with your team, then there will be a wall there to block you from continuing. I feel like that is needed to be done as well. And he just wasted a Well of Radiance. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I just love that Well of Radiance was wasted. Keep switching guns.
is down.
So, Cabal scientists can take a punch, but they're not very smart. I guess
I've gotten duplicates of these legs for I don't know how long. I got like a bunch of them in my vault. The visual heroes, yeah, that I've been getting duplicates of that. Can we get rid of that? Honestly, I don't know what else to say. I think I've said everything I wanted to say about this game. Bungie, just go back through, look at it, take a good look at your game, take a look at how many things are going down in it, and fix it. Please, just fix it. I'm sorry. I'm very out of it. I'm Young Ego. Oh my god. I'm Young Evo, signing out.